Hey my fellow ink drinkers, and welcome to Dark Violet Dreams. Today I'll be sharing my thoughts on The Animal by Chad Nicholas. Stick around. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you happen to hear some drumming noises or band practice in the background, I apologize. We live near some schools, so it is the season, it's football season, so the bands are aplenty. Can't avoid the noise, I'm so sorry. But it's actually kind of fun as well. So today I wanted to talk about a newly released book called The Animal by Chad Nicholas. I have read other books by the same author, and he is entertaining and he really digs deep in his stories, and I really enjoyed this read. While it took me a while to read through this because I was kind of jumping back and forth between a few books, I really did enjoy it. The Animal is 515 pages, so it is a full-blown novel and worth every second. If you want to dive into the story, I really hope you enjoy it as much as I did. So I am going to read the description to you so you can have an idea of what this book is about, and then I will share my thoughts after. It came from the forest one night. In the light of a full moon, it slaughtered 17 people in their homes, leaving nothing but death in its path. Only one person saw its true face and survived. An 8-year-old girl named Riley, found hiding underneath her bed, covered in blood, scared of a monster. Now, 25 years later, it's happening again. A young girl is attacked in her home, forced to watch as her friends are slaughtered before her eyes by a monster wearing the mask of a wolf. Or at least she prayed it was a mask. As the body count rises and the predator grows more violent, Riley is drawn back into the nightmare, forced to confront the horrifying monster she first witnessed all those years ago, surrounded by friends she cannot trust and wolves she cannot see. A scarred survivor, a group of hunted teenagers, and a sprawling forest full of wolves are brought together in this terrifying slasher where only one thing is known for certain. The animal has returned, and everyone's a suspect. This book was wild, and one thing that I really appreciate that is being done a little bit differently by this author is he is offering the first chapter on Amazon for people to enjoy and kind of explore before diving into this full-length novel. So if you want just a taste of what his writing is like and what the story might be about, that's a great way to go about it. Both books, his first chapter or novella, short story, whatever you want to call it, and the full-length novel are available on Kindle Unlimited as well, so that's awesome. I really appreciated the artwork throughout the story. I appreciated the wide range of ages represented and how much time each kind of age range is in the spotlight. I really enjoyed that. Various characters were kind of highlighted throughout the story, and I did get a little bit confused between Riley and Kelly every once in a while, but I think that was just me because I was reading too many books at once. And then when I did finally dive into this book on its own, kind of got done with the other books I was reading, then I really grasped who I was reading about and their personalities and things like that. So that aspect was on me. I should not have been reading too many books at once because my brain just can't hop around like that, and I don't know why I do it to myself. But I'm sure some of you can relate to my need to pick up several different books. I've always got some sort of book club or buddy read or something going on. And then this, of course, was an ARC that was gifted to me by the author, so I really appreciate that. Soon after I received this, I made the announcement that I wasn't going to be reading any ARCs for a while. I've got my own stuff to work on, which I, of course, have not been working on like I should. But, you know, there's so many good books out there, and this is definitely one of them. So I appreciated so much about this book, and It's hard to really convey all of my feelings about the book without spoiling things, and I do not like to spoil things, especially with a book that is newly released. This was just released on October 3rd, I believe, and so I don't want to share too much. I think it is best to go into this book blind. There are lots of surprises. There are lots of suspicions you may have as you're reading the story that may come true or may not. There's so much going on, but he did it in such a wonderful way, and he weaved all these different storylines together beautifully. I don't know how he does it. I am in awe, honestly. But he also writes in a way that is very relatable. You can read through it quickly if you're not juggling a bunch of books. It is not something that is hard to follow unless you're distracted by other books. I think this is a solid novel. It's perfect for this time of year. You've got the dark, mysterious woods. You've got the mystery surrounding the animal. You've got a lot of backstory that is really awesome to read about and explore. Everything just came together so wonderfully. I really enjoyed it. So if you are interested in this sort of story, it is available on Kindle Unlimited, like I said. It is available in hardcover and paperback. There is great artwork inside. He kind of had some concepts that he shared with the artists that put this book together for him, with him, I should say. The cover art is really cool. And the cover art on the animal party at Kelly's house is slightly different, so that's a lot of fun as well. So I highly recommend this book. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 wolves, but because we don't want to cut any wolves in half, we'll give it 5 wolves. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about this wonderful story. If you check it out, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you do a review on this particular story, let me know so I can watch it and support your channel. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day or night. Until next time, cheers.